What's up, guys? This is Justin Noctum. We're in the Outlaw Saints Studios. We'll be talking to you today about the mix Uprooted that I recorded back in early 2004. Would be about the time frame. There's a lot of different elements that were happening during that time that go into what's behind the making of this mix. Previous to this, I had put out Project 29, which was a pretty successful mix, but not one that I feel, as far as like audio quality, has stood the test of time. It actually never was. Project 29 was never intended to be a DJ mix. It was something I did for a friend of mine, and in the realm of needing a DJ demo CD, ended up passing it out, and it just took off from there. But like I said, I don't feel that it really stood the test of time. I feel that Uprooted did, and there's reasons behind that. By 2004, the scene really that I played house, one end of the spectrum. Also played electroclash on the other side, and by early 2004. Most of us who were playing electroclash, who weren't, already well established, like, the Hacker or Miss Kitten or, any of those people, we had moved over to Electro House, and I was on with Superstar Recordings and was getting all of their pre-release items, so I had all of this really quite tasty German electro house that was coming out that nobody here in the US was playing or had ever even heard of. Also was hanging out a lot with Tommy No Bones and B-Chan, so I was getting a lot of tribal influence from them. I always really loved nice thick percussion, really good intricate hand drumming. It's just kind of one of those things that really makes my ears perk up. So, as well as I was highly influenced by the progressive scene because of my hanging out with Derek Howell and Peter Martin from down in Houston. They were a couple of guys who were really influential on the progressive breaks and progressive house scene with their just top-notch tracks that they were putting out. So this really was me trying to fuse all of that together, and I was feeling comfortable where I was because I had gained some popularity. Noctum Records was doing really good, and so I really felt that I could be as experimental and as expressive as I wanted to on this. You'll notice there's a couple of tracks on here that one of them is the No Bones drum dub, one of them is the Noctum drum dub. What would happen is back in the day we would do either No Bones would do recordings of his live hand drumming over the top of songs, or I would go in and take those recordings, create loops out of them, add in other loops, and do various different drum dubs to electro house songs to make them more tribal. And so, besides the obvious drum dubs that I'm very proud of, and the Superstar recording tracks that are on there, there's actually one other track that's got a little bit of a story behind it on this mix, and it's the Michael Jackson remix by Vinny Troya. If you'll notice, this white label, and there had been very, very limited copies that he had just passed out to mostly to his friends, and he had put a couple out in record stores or whatever, but I actually never was able to get my hands on one, but I had heard it and I wanted to use that track so badly. It was perfect for this mix. It was dirty, it was progressive, it had that electro synth to it. I wanted it really badly, so what I ended up doing is I ended up contacting Vinny directly and was like, hey man, I've got to be able to jam this mix. Can you have any white labels left? What can you send me? And he did. He sent me a copy of the acetate, and I was able to jam that. I actually still have that sitting over on my record shelf. So I was quite happy with that little piece. But I mean, overall, I think this is just a really great reflective piece. It's a cross section of this time of my life and of everything that was going on with me and the scene kind of musically. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoy listening to Uprooted. Go check out the Dischordian Archive, download it, and next week we'll be coming to you with one of Tonebreaker's mixes. Thanks, guys. Bye.